Lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis Vonderhoff, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringsted.
And I'm Jacob Kringsted.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pole, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jim Berkmeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butcher Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
The Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings are coming January 25th, 26th, and 28th, with speakers Rich Morrison, Vice President of Farm Services at NAU Country, Mike Gower, Lead Field Marketing Specialist with NAU Country, and FSA personnel. They want to discuss the outlook for 2022 with you. They'll be in Devil's Lake at the KC Hall on the 25th at 9 a.m., and then in Hope at the Legion at 3:30 that afternoon. Join them at the Senior Center in McVille at 9 on the 26th, or in Hillsborough at 9 on the 28th. Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings January 25th, 26th, and 28th.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a four-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
RDK Enterprises invites you to Winter Conference 2022, January 19, 20, and 21, all 3 days. You choose whichever day fits your schedule. It's at the Avalon Event Center, Fargo. Winter Conference 2022. You'll get to hear directly from agronomists, engineers, and other employees focused on improving farm operations. Winter Conference 2022, truly focused on you and the future of your farm. To register, visit precisionplanting.com or call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar, and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringstead,
And I'm Jacob Kringstead.
and we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pole, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jim Berkemeier, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
I didn't watch that much. I watched a few minutes. What team were they?
Higgins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday to January the 21st. It's Region 1 Boys Basketball on the air tonight here from Hunter, North Dakota, as the 4th-ranked Enderlin Eagles come to town, tangling with the Northern Cache Jaguars. And this is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at IRIEINS.com. Chase Miller with you alongside Aidan Hall running the cameras. Coming up, we'll hear from both head coaches Bryce Laxdal and Calvin Kraft before the starting lineups and the opening tip around 7:25 tonight. You're watching this game live here on Your Live Event and Polar Television. The series history between these two teams, the last meeting was a barn burner almost a year ago to the date. On January 22nd of 2021, Enderlin won 58-56 here against Northern Cache. The Eagles built a double-digit lead, only see to that come all the way dwindling down to a tie ball game, and Enderlin got the game winner down the stretch. Last Northern Cache win was 2 years ago on January 24th of 2020, where the Northern Cache Jags won by 8 in Enderlin. Last 8, something in the water when these two teams play. Northern Cache has won 4, and Enderlin has won 4 in the last 8 here in this series matchup. Northern Cache on this season 5-3, 2-0 in Region 1 play, 4-1 in their last 5 games. They come off a win back on January the 13th. It's been a while, 79-26 against Larimore. On the opposite side for the Enderlin Eagles, 7-3 on the season, 3-0 in Region 1 play, the 4th-rated team in Class B boys basketball. They're 6-1 in their last 7 games here for Enderlin. They're coming off a loss on Saturday against Morris, 64-54, but against North Dakota competition this year, their 1 loss to 4 wins Minnewaca, and the number 1 team in the state to start this season. It's Enderlin, it's Northern Cache, it's Region 1 Boys Basketball on the air tonight here, and this is your Irie Insurance pregame show. We come back after this. We'll get into our Coach's Corner. We'll sit down with Calvin Kraft first, Bryce Laxdal to wrap up our pregame show, and the starting lineups and the opening tip. It's Region 1 Boys Hoops tonight here on your live event.
The Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings are coming January 25th, 26th, and 28th with speakers Rich Morrison, Vice President of Farm Services at NAU Country, Mike Gower, Lead Field Marketing Specialist with NAU Country, and FSA personnel. They want to discuss the outlook for 2022 with you. They'll be in Devil's Lake at the KC Hall on the 25th at 9 a.m., and then in Hope at the Legion at 3:30 that afternoon. Join them at the Senior Center in McVille at 9 on the 26th, or in Hillsboro at 9 on the 28th. Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings January 25th, 26th, and 28th.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Time for our Coach's Corner on our Irie Insurance pregame show here tonight. Region 1 Boys Basketball. The Enderlin Eagles going up against Northern Cache, the Jags here this evening. And Hunter with us now is Enderlin head basketball coach. That's Calvin Kraft. And Calvin, I know for your squad, kind of coming into form, so to speak, the middle part of January here. You've played a number of teams from Minnesota, from South Dakota, from across the state of North Dakota. How do you hope those games help you down the stretch now, kind of getting into more of a region play every night, before you get to the start of March?
Yeah, we have 8 of our next 10 games, or 8 of our last 10 games are region opponents. And so we've pretty much played, a lot of non-region. We played 3 in region so far. And every time we play somebody, which is a good opponent, whether it's non-region, et cetera, we learned something. We learned something at Morris, something about our zone offense that had to be a little bit better. We learned something down against Canton. We learned something at Totino Grace versus Byron. So, all those games in the locker room before the game, they show up in games that matter, right? The games that matter are the 11 region games we're playing, and our season comes down to guarding 11 teams, right? And we've guarded 3 so far. So just little things we learn, how hard we have to play, how some teams might guard us, and how to kind of alleviate some things that they're going to do. So just all the learning is good. And obviously now getting into region play, it's more of a normal schedule, if you will. And so we're kind of, excited to get some normalcy on the bus rides here.
The one thing is, obviously I can talk, I know I've talked to you about, Elijah over the years. I've talked to you about, Bartholomew over the years. I've talked to you about Joe, but maybe someone that I haven't talked to you about as much is Gus Hurlbert, in terms of, it just seems like every night he puts his, so to speak, helmet on if you're on the football field, or just kind of puts his lunch pail, puts his, head down and just goes to work. And then you look up, he's got 16 points, 12 rebounds, it seems like, all of a sudden, and he does it in a quiet manner. Calvin, what have you liked about, Gus's role on the team, throughout his career, but more so this season?
He's kind of a jack of all trades. Some games he's primarily just block, and then other games we have a mismatch and Joe's on the block, so he can pretty much go anywhere. And he's kind of liking that. Obviously, he's shooting it pretty good from three this year too. Maybe we'll take a couple more that way. He worked on it this summer. So, I mean, everything and anything. He'll guard a 2 through a 5. He'll post, he'll go to the wing, he'll set a screen. He doesn't demand the ball a bunch, but when he gets opportunities, he'll find his light there. So, I mean, every game's kind of different. One game he had 15 rebounds against Morris, and because he's maybe on the block a little bit more. Some games he'll only have 2 or 3 because he's guarding a wing and he's really doing a good job taking away a 3. So he does everything, right? And he's kind of I think I had a meeting the other day. He's the most taken for granted guy that we have probably. And he does, anything and everything to help us win. And he's very unselfish, coachable, great teammate. So, I mean, anything that Gus does is a plus for us. And obviously we're happy he's here.
What's been in the water when you and Northern Cass have played in recent years? I know, dating back the last 8, you've won 4, they've won 4. I think the last 4 meetings have all been decided, 12 points or under. So, it's single digits going into the fourth quarter. It's a 2-3 possession game. What has it been like when these two teams clash, Calvin?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been coach. That's my 10th year as the head coach here. And going back every year, it seems to be a battle. Even back in the district days, we ended up playing each other quite a bit, and even district tournaments. So I didn't realize it was 4-4 in the last 8. That's good to know. And so, but no, I don't know. Last year we went up there. This is our second year in a row going up there because of the region reschedule type thing. So obviously we're up 15 at halftime last year up there, and then the wheels fell off. We struggled a little bit. They made some shots, and obviously it came down to a last second shot, and we were fortunate enough to make one under a minute to get us a win. But I don't know. Obviously, they do things defensively. They take away strengths. They will leave a guy. They'll mix up the defenses, and they'll kind of, make you think a little bit about where the open spot's going to be and where you should be, offensively. But no, they do a good job of making it interesting. And obviously, they don't have Jace Crockett or Vanderwall, to get into Joe's grill this year. But they do have a bunch of guys that chuck threes. They'll be interesting to see how we can guard them. Some 30, 40 threes a game. Obviously, they made 13 versus somebody. One kid made 10 the other day. So they're going to be an interesting type matchup. And again, it'll be another battle up there. Hopefully, we can play well and do our thing up there. But every time we've gone up there in the past, even back when I was a player in 05 and 06, it's always been interesting. So hopefully, we can have a good experience up in Northern Cass today.
Final thing for you, your team has played well as of late. What is it, 6-1 in your last 7 games? What have you liked from that stretch where you have played a Morris, you have played a Hillsborough, Central Valley, squads like that? What have you liked from your team here, Calvin, in the last 7 games?
Yeah, I think we're playing really well defensively, and we're taking things away. We're not putting so much pressure on us ourselves offensively. Even Lemoore, they have 1 loss. I don't know how many losses they're going to have this year. They're a really good team. I think that was a very good win. I think they play Ellendale tonight too. That'll be interesting. But I think even the Hillsborough game, we kind of pulled away late, but we played good defense. They scored 43 points, and everybody's in the 40s. Like, if we can hold teams in the 40s, I don't care who we're playing. I think we're going to have a good chance to get above that. And so, we can start there. We're better defensively than we've ever been, just because we're stronger, we're more athletic, we're a little bit fifth gearish. Or Trey and Caden really add to that, and obviously Joe, Gus, Elijah, and Carson are taking a new light in how we want to play defense. So just our defensive attitude has been very good, and that kind of leads to some things offensively. But that's got to be a key to us going down the stretch too. And obviously when we get to Wahpeton, same thing. If we can guard people, we have a good chance to win the game.
Hey, Calvin, as always, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here tonight against Coach Laxdal and the Jags.
Thank you.
Part of our Coach's Corner, Calvin Kraft. When we come back, we'll hear from the opposition. That is Bryce Laxdal of Northern Cass after this on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Right after School, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a four-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org. As we continue on our IRA Insurance pregame show here tonight from Hunter, North Dakota, Region 1 boys basketball, it's Northern Cass and the Enderlin Eagles. With us now is Northern Cass head coach, that's Bryce Laxdal. And Bryce, you guys have also been bitten by the Mother Nature bug, so to speak, with some postponements and games getting moved around. You haven't played a game in, 8 days now going into tonight against Enderlin. But the good news is, you're 4-1 in your last 5. So what have you liked about your team here, in the last couple of weeks when they have been able to get on the court, Bryce?
I think we have some great balance, and that's probably the biggest thing we have going for us is we have a lot of different guys that can score. But in the same respect, that helps keep our practices sharp for the most part. We can get some really competitive practices going. So when we do, have to miss these games and they get postponed and pushed back, we can have competitive practices. And then when we are making those games and are playing some back-to-backs and on the road, hopefully we've developed even more depth that we can, wear some of these other teams out in the second half.
The one thing you mentioned about balance, I take a look at your stats and you got 7 or more players with 6 or more points. That is 7 players with 6 or more. What is it from the sideline, from your point of view, that has made this team so, cohesive, so to speak, throughout the season?
It's these seniors. I can't say enough good things about them. They're these 8 boys. They've been playing together and waiting for this year since they were little. And they just know each other so well. They know how to find each other. They're happy for each other when another person is successful. That's what makes this team so special. It's the deepest team I've ever coached, and it's totally different than kind of the teams we had last year, where we had an all-stater last year, and we were looking for more balance, and we developed it later on. But right away going in this year, we knew we had that balance, and that was going to be something we needed to use to our advantage. And the more guys you can put out there that are hitting that 6, 7, 8 point, if you get, that makes everybody harder to guard. It spreads out the defense. So that's something, the hardest part is trying to get all of them, 16, 17 minutes in only a 32-minute game.
The one thing I take a look at, we could talk about any one of those seniors, but it seems like Carter Oslin and Brock Carpenter, Brock, obviously his ability to hit from beyond the arc and do some other stuff. It just seems like I take a look at Carter box score, and he's putting up close sometimes to a double-double, maybe sometimes in some games. Bryce, what do you like from those 2 players in particular?
Yeah, those 2 guys are just knockdown 3-point shooters when they can get their feet set. And kind of what I touched on before, both of them, when you can spread out a defense, they create driving lanes for everybody else. You don't even notice it when you're in the game, but people are face guarding them. They don't want to help off, because both of those guys are going to knock down shots. The hardest part with both of them is being able to, then you have to go play defense. And a lot of times we're so small that one of them's caught guarding somebody bigger. So you got to make sure that you're making more 3s and they're making 2s inside. But, those 2 guys are definitely, our 2 best shooters from the outside. They both have, shoot it in really high percentages. I think Carter's over 40% and Brock is really close to that. So anytime you're over, 32, 33 in high school, you're a good above average shooter, and you're as high as those 2 guys are, you're pretty much a dead eye.
You mentioned about, going up against some height. You're going to see that here tonight across the back line for Enderlin, 3 guys that are 6'6 plus, and then all of a sudden some quickness, in their backcourt as well, with Elijah Dixon, Trey Wall handling the point. When from a scouting point of view from a coach's standpoint, what literally does jump off the page going up against Enderlin here, Bryce?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it gets any bigger any place in the state, A or B, than Enderlin, what they can bring and the talent they can bring. You know, it starts with Joe. He's, you know, averaging, 25 out of 13, 14 rebounds. He's going to be the all-time leading rebounder in Class B history when it's all said and done. You know, one of the best Class B players we've ever seen. So it starts with him. What we need to do is we need to be, we talk about it every day, being physical, meeting those guys, at the 3-point line, or even when they come across half court, and just trying to get your work done early, not letting them get down to the block and get inside. Because once they get down there, us at 6'1", they're going to turn around and shoot over us. There's not anything we can do. So we had to get our work done early. Some of those quick guys, hopefully maybe we can take some charges, something like that, to kind of deter them from trying to get to the rim right away, because Dixon's, so quick and so athletic. And then, you got Bartholomew, who's shooting, 40% from three also. So you can't really help off on him. It's kind of the same thing that we have. We have to stay out on him. We can't let him get going. The biggest thing is just being physical. If we play a little man, maybe try to play a little zone, getting some passing lanes and make him have to throw over the top, some skips, and we can get some good closeouts, that sort of thing. But yeah, our biggest key is going to be being physical early and not letting them, hopefully just totally dominate the paint.
Hey, Bryce, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight against Coach Kraft and the Enderlin Eagles on the other side of the court.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Chase.
That again, Bryce Laxdal, head coach for Northern Cass. When we come back, starting lineups in the opening tip is next for Region 1 boys basketball.
RDK Enterprises invites you to Winter Conference 2022, January 19, 20, and 21, all 3 days. You choose whichever day fits your schedule. It's at the Avalon Event Center, Fargo. Winter Conference 2022. You'll get to hear directly from agronomists, engineers, and other employees focused on improving farm operations. Winter Conference 2022, truly focused on you and the future of your farm. To register, visit precisionplanting.com or call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Chase Miller with you alongside Aiden Hall. It's number 4, the Enderlin Eagles at 7 wins, 3 losses on the season, going up against Northern Cass tonight here in Hunter. The Jags at 5-3 on the year. There's 4 teams remaining unbeaten in Region 1 play. Kindred at 5-0, Enderlin at 4-0, Central Cass at 3-0, and Northern Cass at 2-0. Some games have been moved to later on just for the blustery conditions like we had across the region here earlier today. But good news is we're able to get this game on between Enderlin and Northern Cass. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the Enderlin Eagles. They're going to go like this. Elijah Dixon, a 5'11 senior guard, averaging 9 points and 3 assists per contest. You have Trey Wall, a 5'9 junior guard, averaging 3 points and 5 boards. After Trey Wall, Carson Bartholomew, a 6'6 junior, 14 points and 5 rebounds per game, has 17 threes on the year. Gus Hurlbert, earlier this season, went over 1,000 career points, a 6'9 senior forward. And Joe Hurlbert, who's committed to Colorado to play in the Pac-12, the 6'11 senior forward, averaging 24 points and 13 rebounds per contest. Wall, a pair of Hurlberts, Dixon and Bartholomew. Enderlin, 7 wins, 3 losses, 3-0 in Region 1 play. Head coach by Calvin Kraft in his 10th year. From there to Northern Cass, the Jags going to go like this. Jack Metzger, a 5'9 senior guard. Metzger, again at 5'9 here, averaging 7 points and 4 rebounds per contest. You have Jonathan Reichel, a 5'9 senior guard, averaging 7 points with 2 rebounds. From there, Leighton Stroman, a 6'1 senior guard, 8 points and 5 rebounds with a couple of assists per contest for Stroman. From there, Brock Carpenter, a 5'11 senior forward, 10 points and 2 rebounds. Earlier this year, Brock Carpenter had 10 three-pointers in a game, so he got hot at a particular time. And then Luke Wagner is going to be the starter as well here, the 6-foot senior forward here for Northern Cass. So Luke Wagner in the starting lineup. Metzger, Stroman, Reichel, Carpenter, and Wagner. The starting 5 here for the Jags, again head coached by Bryce Laxton, his 4th season, 5 wins, 3 losses on the year, and 2-0 in Region 1 play. Glad you're tuning in to high school basketball here tonight from Hunter. Chase Miller with you, and alongside Aiden Hall. Opening tip is up at 7:26 on this cooler, blustery, windy condition night. But it's Region 1 hoops here. These two teams have the last 4 meetings played it right to the vest at 12 points between the winner in terms of point differential and the loser. Last 4 games have been decided by 12 points or less. Elijah Dixon, left wing 3-pointer, backside rebound, going to be won by Metzger. At particular times during the year, Enderlin might settle for some threes, but they have shooters across the boards with both Bartholomew, both Hurlberts, Bartholomew and Dixon to try to hit up from beyond the arc alongside with Trey Wall. Ripping it through is going to be Metzger. Metzger drives and he gets a block shot there by Hurlbert. Joe on the season will surpass the most ever in Class B boys basketball history in terms of rebounds, and while he gets one there, put back good for 2 after the miss by Wall. Hurlbert with his first 2 points. Again, once the season concludes for Joe, he's probably anywhere from 4 or 5 games away from breaking the all-time career rebounding record in Class B in North Dakota. So quickly, Enderlin on the board. Stroman going to drive on Dixon. Nice little crow hop down to paint. Finishes with the left hand for 2. Help doesn't come, and Stroman knows what to do with that one. And we are right back to a tie ball game here. Man-to-man defense by Northern Cass for Bryce Laxton. And he's got 8 seniors. He'll roll them throughout the contest. For Calvin Kraft, will play anywhere from 6 to 7 guys in a game. Bartholomew was looking backdoor for Wall, and a turnover there on the Enderlin Eagles. For Northern Cass on the season, shooting 45% from the floor, 35% from beyond the arc, and 61% from the free throw line. The Jags, 62 points per contest, while defensively giving up 51 their last game back on January the 13th, thanks to some changes in weather. 3-pointer off the backboard, no good by Reichel. Rebound, the second one of the contest for Hurlbert. Joe on the front court here, double team spins, and Enderlin's going to have the size tonight. They'll see if they can take advantage in the paint. Wall, 3-pointer, swirls out and a board to Stroman. Here comes Northern Cass now working with it on the far sideline. Dixon on the guard in this man-to-man defense. Enderlin will go 2-3 matchup zone as well throughout the season that we've seen. Stroman on the right baseline, guarded there by Wall. Shot fake there by Reichel. Drives, kick. Stroman open 3. Splash City. Stroman with the triple. He's got all 5 here for the Jags, and Northern Cass takes their first lead of the night. Nice driving kick. You space the floor. and try to hit some threes. Northern Cass will have to do that well, not just tonight, but throughout the season. This is a squad that takes a high volume of triples. Double team with Hurlburt. The ball stolen away by Stroman. Stroman loses it on his way up, but off the hip of Gus Hurlburt, who stands at 6'8". Enderlin on the season, 49% shooting from the floor for the Eagles, 36% from the arc. As a team shooting 70% from the free throw line. Right hand scoop and score by Luke Wagner. The 6-foot senior got open, and for the Jags, it's their largest lead here at 7-2. Wall to Dixon. Dixon back to the high post here to Gus, looking for the high-low game. Gus gives it to Bartholomew. Bartholomew finds a nice pass there to Hurlburt, and not going to stop that. Gus Hurlburt with 2 points. Gus averaging 16 and 9 per contest. Enderlin as a team averaging 69 points per game. Well, defensively, they're giving up 52. Good one early on here in Region 1 boys basketball. Winner remains unbeaten in Region 1 play. The loser will pick up their first loss. A drive by Stroman off his knee and a turnover here on Northern Cass. Region 1, Kindred and Enderlin again, number 1 and 2. Central Cass 3-0 coming into tonight. Northern Cass at 2-0. If the season ended today, that would be the top 4 teams in the region, and all 4 would earn a first-round bye. Bartholomew shot to the rim, no, and then Bartholomew picks up the foul. Gives Stroman the board, and the foul coming here on Carson, his first in the team's first. Leighton Stroman so far 5 points, a 3-pointer, and 2 rebounds, and here comes a line change for head coach Bryce Laxdal. Landon Mosier, a 5'11 sophomore, will check in. Jacob Larson as well. Camden Van Wetchel, a 6'1 senior, averaging 6 points and 8 rebounds. Carter Oslin on the floor here, the 6'1 senior, as well here for the Northern Cass Jags. With the ball in the front court, Landon Mosier, 6 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Deep 3-pointer on the way. That one's off the mark. Mosier saves it, though, and gets the offensive second chance opportunity. Another 3 by Oslin. Left baseline off the mark, and a rebound to Bartholomew. So Coach Bryce Laxdal trying to use the deep and the depthness of his bench here against an Enderlin team that, again, will only really play 6-7 guys throughout the contest. Shot is short by Dixon, and it might have even been a pass by Hurlburt. Regardless, it'll be a foul on the floor here on Northern Cass. This will be their first of the contest, and the first one coming up on Van Wetchel, his first and the team's first. So Enderlin will inbound it here with Bartholomew. Bartholomew pops the pass to Ammerman. Ammerman, a 6'3 junior into the game, leaves it to Bartholomew. 3-pointer right wing, no good. And a rebound by Van Wetchel. Northern Cass right now playing physical with the Enderlin Eagles here in the opening quarter. This one drive, kick out right-hand side to Jacob Larson to the near sideline now to Mosier. And defense continues here for Enderlin as the shot clock reaches 20. Opening 5.5 minutes. Opening 2 points came by Enderlin, then the next 5 came by Northern Cass, and traded bucket since. That's why we got our score, and we have a reach and foul here on Elijah Dixon. He'll pick up his first, team second. On the year, the Enderlin Eagles, 3 losses, one by Byron High out of Minnesota, the other to Morris, Minnesota, their last time out on Saturday. Again, their lone loss in North Dakota competition this season. A 4 wins Minnewacan and Enderlin in their season opener by 3. Bounce pass across the paint, stolen away there by Ammerman. Turnover number 2 on Northern Cass. Here's Hurlburt to Hurlburt. Joe to Gus for 2 in transition. Gus Hurlburt with 4. Joe has 2, and that makes up Enderlin 6 as the Eagles are back within 1. Metzger takes a ball screen, looking on the interior, playing the 2-man game. Reverse it, left-hand side, Larson. Extra pass. Mosier, left pocket 3. Landon Mosier makes his 13th 3-pointer of the season. He shoots 40% from beyond the arc, which is a great number in high school hoops. And the Jags are up by 4. Hurlburt to Dixon. Dixon left-hand side. He'll try to rise. Answer 3-pointer off the mark. No, Gus Hurlburt saves it. Ammerman's going to track it down. Now it's to Joe Hurlburt. Joe Hurlburt spins a deep 16-footer off the mark. No, and the Jags with Mosier comes down with it. Mosier in the front court now wants to run. As he does, gives into the back court to Metzger. Metzger looking on the inside, back to Mosier. Mosier rises, another 3. That one rattles out, and the rebound to Joe Hurlburt, his 3rd of the contest. Reaching the 2-minute mark here in quarter number 1. Hurlburt, and we're going to get a foul here on the floor. This will be before the pass to Ammerman. The foul here coming on Northern Cass. But again, for Coach Bryce Laxdal, he's going to bring people through. Larson picks up his first, team second. as Stroman checks back in. Love the shoes as well with the hot pink kind of style. Ball goes right-hand side. Bartholomew drives. Left-hand scoop to the rim. No, put back by Hurlbert's good for 2. Joe with 4 points and 4 rebounds, and then blowing a tire in the backcourt, if you will, is Stroman. Has to mention about the shoes. Got it there. 10-8, 2:01 left to play here in quarter number 1. Stroman has 5 points for Northern Cass to lead the floor. For the Enderlin Eagles, Gus and Joe with 4 points respectively. Region 1 boys basketball here tonight from Hunter, North Dakota on your live event. Chase Miller with you alongside with Aiden Hall running the camera. Number 4 Enderlin against a Northern Cass squad that after this game going to be very dangerous here in the region, and that's the reason why. Camden Van Wetchel hits the triple, the third made 3 by Northern Cass, and if they get hot from beyond the arc, they can play with nearly anyone. They started the season against number 3, a North Border in the latest poll, and lost to the Eagles here. We got a foul by Mosier, his first and the team's third. Going back as Wall will check in for Dixon, but for Northern Cass earlier this year, a 9-point loss to North Border to begin the year, 65-54, and North Border, a team that a lot of people had tabbed to finish in the top half, if not even win Region 2 this season, and a similar team in terms of size and just kind of what a North Border brings with the Eagles. Oh, a nice slip pass by Bartholomew to Ammerman. The help came, but no help the helper. Ammerman now with 2 points, and the Eagles are back within a possession. Jags bringing to the front court here as that's going to be with Larson. Larson looking on the inside, nothing given. Ball quickly around the horn to Oslin. Oslin wearing that white headband. He's going to shoot the three-pointer. That one rattles out and a board to Carson Bartholomew, his second. Bartholomew with the basketball. Bartholomew is going to spin to the baseline. Shovel pass. Oh, what a honey of a find it goes. Hurlbert can't get it to go. Ball gets pinbound on the baseline and off of the Eagles. Nice job by Van Wetchel to get to the ball and then throw it off Wall. Hurlbert couldn't make that one after the good find by Bartholomew, but the Eagles are still just down by 3. For the majority of this quarter, Northern Cass has led, opening 2 points again. Oslin coming off a staggered screen. We're going to be off the mark, and Hurlbert with his 5th rebound as we got him down for here in quarter number 1. Hurlbert, a couple of left-handed dribbles, can take so much room on the dribble. He can get 4 or 5 feet with that length, no problem. Hurlbert now with 6. Enderlin back within 1, but Northern Cass can take the final shot of the quarter if they elect to. Again, the last 8 between these two teams, 4 wins for Northern Cass, 4 wins for Enderlin, and last year, almost to the date on January 22nd of 2021, came down to the wire where Enderlin won by 2. Stroman with 7, with 6, now to Oslin, and they're going to have a foul here on Bartholomew. Not the worst foul, because Jacob Larson was wide open on the baseline. Bartholomew will pick up, though. That's going to be a problem because that's his 2nd. So not the worst foul in terms of trying to not give the Jags a wide open 3, but the problem is now a 6'6" guy in Carson Bartholomew picks up his 2nd, team's 3rd. Northern Cass to inbound here as they handle it with Mosier to the baseline. Again, that's going to be Larson. Larson's going to drive. His shot gets blocked by Gus. Comes up with Trey Wall. Can't get the shot off and almost got it to go, though. After 8 minutes to play here in Hunter, it's Northern Cass 13, 4th rated Enderlin 12. Going to the 2nd after this on your live event.
I'm Rachel Kringsted.
And I'm Jacob Kringsted.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pool, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
As we get ready for the 2nd quarter play here, Region 1 Boys Basketball on your live event and Polar Communications. Glad you're tuning in here tonight on this Friday to start your weekend off right. And it's been a dandy in the opening 8 minutes. This one goes to Luke Wagner. Wagner dribble handoff. That's to left-hand side to Reichel. Now the baseline here for Northern Cass. Man-to-man defense continues by Enderlin. Trey Wall on the guard. 15 seconds on the shot clock here as Stroman will cross over on Hurlbert. Tiptoes the end line, and then Joe is going to get the steal, and there's a reach and foul on Northern Cass. The foul there on Wagner, his first, team's fourth. Northern Cass with their third turnover of the contest. After tonight for the Jags, they'll play Monday at Sargent County in Gwinner, a game that was supposed to be played earlier this week, but because of the weather, they had to move it to next week, or on Monday. For the Enderlin Eagles, tough stretch here as we have a turnover on Hurlbert, the third of the contest for Enderlin. After playing Northern Cass here on the road, they will play at number 6 Central Cass on Monday, and then on Saturday next week, have a rematch with receiving votes of Lamort, Litchfield, Marion. Staggered screen, three-pointer on the way. Brock Carpenter hits the front iron, trying to get the rebound, and it's going to go to Enderlin. Great hustle, though, by Jack Metzger. Just couldn't get the left and right hand on the basketball enough to squeeze it, but good hustle there. We've seen Northern Cass really run that staggered screen a number of times where they get someone open, and the thing is here, there's a bunch of guys who are 5'9", 5'10", 6'1". They kind of all look the same. They can shoot, they can drive, and Northern Cass just kind of looks like a well-balanced team. Dixon off the mark, no good. Reichel with the rebound. Reichel the other end of the floor, leaves it left-hand side to Carpenter. As this one going to go to Stroman. A little 5-out offense right now by Northern Cass. Three-pointer on the way, right wing off the front iron by Wagner. Rebound, though, by Reichel. Now to Stroman. Stroman with the skip left baseline. Brock Carpenter with the triple off the backboard, no, and the Gus Hurlbert gets the rebound. Both teams shooting cold here in the opening 90 seconds of this quarter. Neither team has scored, but Metzger tries to get the pickpocket steal. He does. He goes down to the ground, and now it's going to be with Northern Cass. Stroman's going to drive on Dixon. Little shot fake, and he gets blocked by Hurlbert, and we're going to get a foul here on the Enderlin Eagles, and I believe this will be on Joe, and it is. Joe Hurlbert will pick up the foul with the body. His first, team's fourth, and Stroman will go to the free throw line. Late in this season at the line, 22 of 32 from the stripe. First free throw attempts for either team here in the game, and Stroman misses the first. So Enderlin going to go through a stretch here again where you're playing a quality opponent here on the road in Northern Cass. You're at number 6 Central Cass Monday, then going up against the Lobos on Saturday in Lemoore next week. Stroman goes 1 of 2 from the line. Northern Cass, Sargent County is no slouch. They came and defeated Dunseek, putting up a number of points in that Barnes County Classic. Then Tuesday they'll play at Drayton Valley Edinburgh, and next week on Thursday at Maple River. So Northern Cass going to get a lot of games in a short amount of time here. Bartholomew drives, kick out right-hand side. Trey Wall, an offensive charge. Stroman stopped, planted from a defensive standpoint, and Bartholomew ran into him, and that's a smart play because Carson has 2. So now you got a big piece here on the chessboard for Calvin Kraft that picks up the third foul. Bartholomew with his third, the team's 5th. And all of a sudden you look up, 5 team fouls for Enderlin in half number 1. 2 right now by Northern Cass. Dixon playing some good defense up front. We're going to get a kick ball here by Dixon trying to grab it with Jack Metzger. Neither squad has called a timeout, so both have all 5 remaining here. Coming up at the half, we'll take a look at the first half numbers, what's coming up this weekend on your live events. Get you ready for the second half as well. That's all coming up on our halftime show. Nice give and go action. Metzger in the inside, but traveled with the basketball on Dixon. So right now, 2 minutes and 11 seconds here in the second quarter, and combined to 1 point. 14 right now for Northern Cass, 12 by Enderlin, but again, no one has scored in the last couple of minutes of actual game time here. Enderlin try to take a lead with a 3, try to grab a 2 right now. If they go on the inside, and we're going to get a foul here as Gus and Joe are kind of both going to the block, and the defense is sinking for Northern Cass, trying to get in front and kind of do a front and then help the helper. The foul will come on Northern Cass. This will be their 5th as a team, and the second on Luke Wagner. Inbounds goes to Wall. Wall's going to drive. Kick to the right baseline. This for the lead. Dixon 3 off the back iron, and then a rebound by Ammerman, and then we have a push-off on Brock Carpenter. Carpenter picks up his first and the team's 6th. You saw the extension of the forearms, and Carpenter kind of had his hands again on the hip. and that's going to call the foul anytime. So Ammerman with another opportunity here for Enderlin. They're third right now just of this possession alone. And really good defense by Carpenter to block it. Then it went off of Ammerman, who is on the baseline out of bounds, and a turnover here on the Eagles. Enderlin led by the 6 points, 5 rebounds by Joel Hurlbert. Northern Cass right now led by the 6 points and 2 rebounds by the man with the basketball in Leighton Stroman. A little bit opposite of quarter number 1, where it's free-flowing, back-and-forth offenses were going early. This second quarter has been a defensive slugfest, kind of like Rock'em Sock'em Robots a little bit. Stroman going to drive on the inside, tries to get the shot fake. Bounce pass goes across the paint, and a turnover here on Northern Cass. For Coach Bryce Laxdell, he probably thought it was tipped, but instead we do get a timeout on the floor. 5:12 left to play in the opening half. Northern Cass up by 2 on the Enderlin Eagles here on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As we come back here in Hunter, update for you also on your live event. Central Cass, after 1 quarter of play, leads Hillsborough in Class B girls basketball 20-2. The Squirrels and the Kinder Vikings, 2 teams that have done awfully well in Region 1 girls basketball. Northern Cass, a team that's been number 3 right there the last couple seasons, trying to get over the hump here later this year. But in Region 1 boys basketball right now, it's Northern Cass and Enderlin here in Hunter. And Northern Cass trying to put a lot of pressure, face guard Joel Hurlbert and Gus Hurlbert as much as they can, be physical with them and not allow them to try to get into the paint. Joel Hurlbert, dribble handoff. Now that goes to Dixon at the top of the key. After the timeout by Coach Calvin Kraft, we'll see what they draw up. This one goes to Dixon, right wing. Dixon looks inside as Hurlbert is posting up. Dixon looks back door. Dirk Nowitzki, fadeaway jumper off the mark. Trey Waldo with an offensive rebound. Hurlbert three-pointer, no, but we do have a foul. This foul looks to be on Metzger. The question was it on the closeout of Hurlbert and shots, or is it going to be on the floor? And they're going to say it's going to be a bonus, so it wasn't shooting 3, but it should be a 1-and-1, and it's actually not on Hurlbert on the closeout. It's on Trey Wall. So Metzger picks up the foul. His first, team 7th. Wall goes to the free throw line, 7 of 14 from the stripe this season. Free throw attempt number 1 is good. First free throw of the game for Enderlin, and here comes some fresh faces for Northern Cass as Landon Mosier returns. You have Carter Oslin back on the floor, with him Jacob Larson as well. This to tie the game for Enderlin as Stroman will check out. Enderlin Eagles now with 4 players in the scoring column. Free throw attempt number 2. The Eagles shooting 70% as a team from the free throw line this season. Second one is short, and a nice rebound by Carter Oslin underneath. So Northern Cass still leads by 1. They've led through the majority of tonight's game. Drive, kick, extra pass, Oslin, top of the key, guarded by Joel Hurlbert. Right wing to Landon Mosier. To the baseline, this goes Larson. Larson right wing top as it gets reversed. Left-hand side back to Oslin. Oslin thought about it, then Dixon tries to get the steal, and Dixon will pick up the foul instead. So Elijah Dixon now with his second, team 6, and for the remainder, both teams of this first half will be in the 1-and-1. Dixon has 2, Carson Bartholomew with 3. Those are the 2 guys with foul issues right now. And again, for Coach Kraft, not playing much of a bench outside of 6 guys tonight. And Dixon picks up his 3rd. We'll see what he will do and how much aggression does Elijah play with here in the remaining 4 minutes of this quarter. This one top of the key to Larson, right-hand side to Oslin. Oslin looking on the interior, used up that dribble, finds a teammate there, and Jacob Larson to the baseline. Dixon tries to get the steal. Shot clock close to 10. This one to left-hand side. Deep three-pointer on the way by Mosier, rattles in. Landon Mosier with the first field goal here of the second quarter for either club. It's the 4th made three-pointer here of the night for Northern Cass. Northern Cass up by 4. Other on the floor, Hurlbert off the mark. A rebound comes to Van Letchel, his 2nd. Up the floor quickly now to Oslin in the front court. Oslin uses up that dribble. Hurlburt playing some hard up the line defense here as Enderlin making it very difficult in the passing lane. Lazy pass. Fortunate for Northern Cass, they get the ball back. Mosier bounce pass on the inside. This one, Van Wetchel tries the up and under move, but Hurlburt gets the steal. Other end of the floor it goes Gus. Gus uses up that dribble, finds Dixon now as it goes in the front court. Dixon takes a couple of dribbles hard to the paint. Hanks shoots and scores. Elijah Dixon through some contact makes it back to a one-possession game. And we're going to have a traveling violation here on Northern Cass in transition and give the ball right back to the Enderlin Eagles. Enderlin took the first lead of the game on a 2-0 bucket. But since then, Northern Cass has led throughout since it was 2-2. Dixon bounce pass, right-hand side of Joel Hurlburt, finds Wall. Wall with a dribble. Now back to Hurlburt. Double team comes, triple team comes, and there's the reach and foul as Joe will go to the free throw line. The foul coming here on Landon Mosier, his second, team's ace. So you got Landon with 2 and Luke Wagner with 2 right now for Northern Cass. Joe Hurlburt on the season, 29 of 37 from the free throw line. This is a make one to get one opportunity as Cedrius Elcox, a 6'3 senior, will check in here for Enderlin. Dixon will check out. Hurlburt makes free throw attempt number 1. Enderlin now 2 of 3 at the free throw line. This second one, a chance to tie this puppy up here in half number 1. Second one on the way here for Hurlburt, and he's got it. So we're tied at 2 apiece. Now we're tied at 17 at the 2:50 mark here in the second. Northern Cass with the basketball in the front court with Metzger playing a 2-man game. Finds him wide open on the pick and roll action, but the shot off the march by Van Wetchel. An opportunity there for Enderlin up the other end of the floor. There's the dunk. Hurlburt to Wall to Hurlburt. That's Joe to Trey to Gus. Gus Hurlburt now with 6, and the Enderlin Eagles, with the first time tonight, leading it here in the second quarter since their 2-0 advantage to start the game. Other end of the floor, Mosier takes a shot fake, goes hard to the paint, and Trey Wall commits the foul. Trey going to make him earn it. That's going to be his first, team 7th. Trey Wall, though, got enough of the forearm and the body. And is going to the line to shoot, too, is going to be Landon Mosier. Mosier, 7 of 12 from the free throw line this season, has 6 points on the night. Misses free throw attempt number 1. Foul here for Enderlin. Again, that's their 7th. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Mosier. Northern Cass now 2 of 4 from the free throw line as a team. Mosier with 7 brings the Jags back within 1. Enderlin in the front court. And we'll have a turnover here with Trey Wall. Turnover number 7 by the Enderlin Eagles. Upcoming Region Basketball Tournament will have coverage for you right here on your live event for the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament. Opening round is on Tuesday, March the 1st for the play-in round. Then it goes to NDSCS in Wapaton on Monday, March the 7th. Quarters, semis, third place, and championship with a select 1 or 2 play-in games will be right here on your live event in March, so book it on your calendars. Northern Cass now with the basketball. A bucket here to give them the lead back. This one goes left-hand side to Metzger. Shot clock already down to 10. Metzger tries to get by Wall. He does. Gets to the paint, and that's going to be a block shot by Hurlburt. Alcox with it the other way. Now it goes to Trey Wall in transition. Wall at the right wing, takes a ball screen, finds Joe top of the key, but Metzger gets the poke away steal. Metzger now with the basketball. Uses it left-hand side, opens, and it'll be Mosier. Extra fine to Oslin. Oslin with it right wing now to Van Wetchel. Jake slow it down. Good defense by Enderlin. A better job by Mosier not to force it because he get the triple. Carter Oslin with the 3, his 24th of the season. He shoots a team best 44% from beyond the arc, and you saw why there. He's got the green light, a 2-point lead now for Northern Cass. It's a triple team on the inside on Gus Hurlburt. Hurlburt now relieves pressure as he does. Looks for Alcox, handles it. Alcox throws it to Bryce Laxdal. Thought that was Trey Wall. Instead, it was the coach and Bryce Laxdal, and we're going to get a turnover here. But I think the official in Shane Piatz is saying that Bryce was on the floor, and that's going to go to Enderlin. Or you're going to talk about the coaching box again. You have a certain area where as a coach you can be in, or you can be there, and we're going to get a technical foul. The technical foul will be on Bryce Laxdal, as they'll say that he was on the court of play. You have to be off the court. You can't be on the court as a coach. And when the ball comes near you or hits you as it did there, it is a technical here on Northern Cass. So this will be a free throw attempt for Hurlburt. And he'll get a second chance at this one now at the line. And if he makes this one, he'll be in double digits with 10. And he does. Mark that one for those scoring at home if it ends up being a 2-point game either way at the end of regulation, as it's now 21 apiece with 48 seconds left to play here in the first half. And the other problem is, if you're a Northern Cass fan, not only is it a technical on your coach and a foul as well, it's Enderlin Eagle basketball. Hurlburt in the front court, rises left of the key for three off the front iron. Rebound comes down to Carter Oslin. Northern Cass now with about a half-second differential between shot clock and the game clock here, as Northern Cass and Coach Laxdal will call up the offense. Van Wetchel leaves it between the circles now to Metzger. Guarded there by Wall. Under 20 seconds to play in the first half. Metzger trying to get by Wall, who fronts him off. Here comes the ball screen. Left-hand side, we got a timeout here for Coach Laxdal with 12 seconds on the shot clock. We'll break with him. Tie ball game at 21 on your live event.
This is Jim Burke, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
21-21 with 12.3 left to play here in half number one. Chase Miller alongside Aiden Hall. It's Region 1 boys basketball here tonight on your live event. Post halftime show is coming up next. The question is, who will be in front once we get to the half, or will we still be tied at 21? After one quarter play, it was 13-12 Northern Cass. Since then, it's been a defensive second quarter. Inbounds goes right-hand side. That's to Larson. Now to 9-8. Handoff to Metzger, top of the key. Metzger's going to have to go. Guarded there by Wall. Good crossover by Metzger. Gets the paint. Kick out. Three-pointer before the buzzer by Larson, who's fouled. Larson will get three opportunities here as Alcox will pick up the foul. Cedrius will pick up his first, team's eighth on the closeout, and three free throws upcoming here for Northern Cass and Jacob Larson. Larson 3 of 5 from the free throw line here this season. And the officials are going to talk it over to say it wasn't in the act of shooting, or was it a 1-and-1? Calvin Kraft's asking just to make sure. And the officials will talk it over and say, yep, it is in the act of shooting. So three shots upcoming here for Larson. Northern Cass 2 of 4 as a team from the free throw line, so a chance here for the Jakes to, one, take the lead, and number two, try to add on to it, and they will put 0.3 seconds left here in the first half. So just enough for a tip back, if you will, if Larson misses the third. So for those scoring at home with the two free throws from Joe Hurlburt from the technical foul from Bryce Laxdal, same deal here. Put this one into your Cliff Notes to see what Larson does with these opportunities as he misses the first. Second one of three upcoming here for the 5'10 senior. Larson gets that one to go, so Northern Cass will at least take a lead into the second half. Third and final attempt here for Larson. Larson gets the roll. Enderlin will just inbound, and that'll do it for the first half. After one half of play here in Hunter, it's Northern Cass 23, number 4 Enderlin 21. We're back after this with our halftime show on your live event.
The Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings are coming January 25th, 26th, and 28th, with speakers Rich Morrison, Vice President of Farm Services at NAU Country, Mike Gower, Lead Field Marketing Specialist with NAU Country, and FSA personnel. They want to discuss the outlook for 2022 with you. They'll be in Devils Lake at the KC Hall on the 25th at 9 a.m., and then in Hope at the Legion at 3:30 that afternoon. Join them at the Senior Center in McVille at 9 on the 26th, or in Hillsborough at 9 on the 28th. Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings January 25th, 26th, and 28th.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Back here on our halftime show as we take a look at the first half numbers for Northern Cass and the Enderlin Eagles. 13 points in the first quarter for Northern Cass, 10 points in the second. Enderlin 12 points in quarter number 1 and 9 points in quarter number 2. First half numbers for the Jags. They had 6 players in the scoring column, went 4 of 7 from the free throw line with 5 three-pointers and 6 turnovers for the Enderlin Eagles. They had 10 players in the make that 5 players in the scoring column, going 5 of 6 from the line. 0 threes for Enderlin and 8 turnovers. Individual numbers for Northern Cass, led by the 7 points of Landon Mosier with 2 made threes off the bench. Mosier with a team high 7. 6 points then by Leighton Stroman, 1 of 2 from the line with a couple of rebounds. 3 points by Carter Oslin, 3 points by Camden Van Wetchel. Also, you have 2 points apiece by Jacob Larson and Luke Wagner. Again, Northern Cass led by the 7 of Mosier and the 6 of Leighton Stroman. For the Enderlin Eagles in half number 1, led by Joel Hurlbert. 10 points and 6 rebounds we got him down for in half number 1. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 6 points by Gus Hurlbert. 2 points apiece by Ammerman and Elijah Dixon. And 1 point by Trey Wall, who's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Enderlin held to 0 three-pointers again in the opening 16 minutes. Also of note, Carson Bartholome with 3 personal fouls. Elijah Dixon with 2 for Northern Cass. Landon Mosier in foul trouble with 2, and Luke Wagner has 2 points as well. Northern Cass 5-3 on the season, 2-0 in Region 1 play. The Enderlin Eagles, that's 7-3 on the season and 3-0 in Region 1 play. After tonight, for Enderlin, they will play Monday at Castleton against the 6th-rated Squirrels. For Northern Cass, up next will be Monday in Gwinner against Sargent County. We're back after this. We'll take a look at what's coming up on your live event this weekend at the half. It's Northern Cass 23, 4th-rated Enderlin 21 in Class B boys basketball.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
RDK Enterprises invites you to Winter Conference 2022, January 19, 20, and 21, all 3 days. You choose whichever day fits your schedule. It's at the Avalon Event Center, Fargo. Winter Conference 2022. You'll get to hear directly from agronomists, engineers, and other employees focused on improving farm operations. Winter Conference 2022, truly focused on you and the future of your farm. To register, visit precisionplanting.com or call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
As we come back here on our halftime show, taking a look at what's coming up this weekend on Your Live Event. Go to yourliveevent.com. That's again yourliveevent.com, or follow us on YouTube by subscribing to Your Live Event. You can check out all the action that we have throughout the rest of this season and into the postseason. Tomorrow down in Lisbon, it's the Storehawk Invitational for wrestling fans out there. Coverage will get underway around 9 o'clock in the morning. Also, Fargo Davies going up against Fargo North-South in girls hockey tomorrow afternoon around 1 o'clock. And then right here on Your Live Event, Northern Cass girls tangle with North Border tomorrow afternoon around 2:30. So we'll have the JV game and the varsity game for you between North Border and Northern Cass in Class B girls basketball as well. Again, go to yourliveevent.com to check out our complete lineup of games that we have up and down the region. We'll get to Tower City on Monday for Region 1 boys basketball with Maple River going up against Region 3 Medina Pingree Buchanan as well. So again, yourliveevent.com to check out our complete coverage of what we have to offer. Yesterday, Kendra defeated Maple River 66-27 in Region 1 boys basketball. Central Cass all over Hankinson 61-28. Oak Grove in a shootout against Richland where Kyle Cards Grovers defeated the Colts 99-68. Out-of-town scoreboard for you. A game also on Your Live Event in Class B girls basketball. Region 1 versus Region 2 at Central Cass 39. Hillsborough Central Valley 2. That game also again on Your Live Event. Tonight in Region 1 boys basketball, Sargent County traveling to Colfax going up against Richland. Maple River at Kindred upcoming. You also have Wymer Lidgerwood at Tri-State here this evening in Region 1 boys basketball. So those are some of the games. Sargent County at Richland, Wymer Lidgerwood at Tri-State here tonight. Tomorrow, Lisbon at Sargent County, and Oak Grove goes up against number 1 Four Winds Minnewacan. The new Class B boys basketball poll will be out on Monday, but as the latest poll, 3 of the top 6 teams hail from Region 1, where Kindred is 2, Enderlin 4, and Central Cass number 6. Four Winds Minnewacan is number 1 with North Border 3, and Ellendale at number 5. At the half again, it's the Enderlin Eagles and Northern Cass, the Jags. Northern Cass with a 2-point edge, led by the 7 points of Landon Mosier, 6 by Leighton Stroman. Enderlin Eagles led by the 10 points and 6 rebounds of Joel Hurlbert. We're back after this, getting you ready for second half action here on Your Live Event.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar, and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringsted.
And I'm Jacob Kringsted.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pool, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Back here on Your Live Event. Kendra played Maple River earlier this week in Class B boys basketball. Again, yesterday took care of business 66-27. Central Cass won as well over Hankinson. So tonight, the undefeateds in Region 1 go from 4 down to 3, but everyone kind of pegged differently right now. Kindred at 5-0 in the region, defending Class B boys basketball champs. Enderlin at 4-0, trying to make state for the first time since 1996. Been a 25-plus years here for Enderlin since they made state. They're 4-0 in the region. Central Cass They're 3-0 right now in region play, and then you have Northern Cass at 2-0. So again, everyone's pegged a little bit different, but this is a large game here. If Northern Cass can find a way to beat Enderlin, that's a big one to try to get you to a top 4 seed, bare minimum, and earn bye into that Regional 1 tournament. On the opposite side for Enderlin, a team that won the regular season last year, trying to get back-to-back regular season champs as Elijah Dixon misses that one. Bounce pass comes on the offensive rebound by Wall, and then going out of play to Hurlburt. Last season, the Enderlin Eagles defeated at the end of the year Kindred. We knew both teams were going to be 1 and 2 respectively. It was just win and you're the 1, lose and you're the 2. Now in that game, Grant Keller did not play. He did play, though, in the Region 1 tournament, and then all of a sudden you got Paul Olson and company, Heinrich and McQuillan and them, and Peraza, and boom, they go right to state and win a state championship for Kindred. So Kindred, Central Cass, Enderlin, Northern Cass, always quality opponents. And then take a look at Fargo, Oak Grove, always playing a very tough Region 1 and out-of-region schedule. And Sargent County this year beating Dunseith, I think, opened a lot of people's eyes as well. So a deep region, and as always is. Gus Hurlburt picks up the foul. That'll be his first, and that'll be the team's first here of this second half. Going to the free throw line to shoot the pair is going to be Luke Wagner. Wagner 2 of 3 from the free throw line this season. Free throw attempt number 1 is going to be long. Second one upcoming here for Northern Cass. Neither team is led by double digits. Kind of been a 2 to 4 point margin for most of this game. Free throw attempt number 2 is off the mark, and the rebound goes to Hurlburt. 10 points, 7 rebounds. Joe on the season, though, averages 24 points, 13 boards, and 4.5 assists. Trey Wall on the inside. Well, right on cue, give Hurlburt an assist. And we're tied at 23. 7 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Left-hand side for Northern Cass, spinning is Stroman. Shot fake on Bartholome, and oh, that is a tough one there for Coach Kraft and Enderlin, because Bartholome started here the second half with 3 personals, and he will go to the bench with 6:55 left to go, trying as best as possible to go straight up. But Stroman did a nice job going to the paint, spinning to the baseline, creating some contact, and in the foul here on the junior forward, and Stroman makes the free throw attempt. So that's Carson's fourth, the team's second here, and Stroman at the line now, 2 of 3 on the night with 7 points. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Stroman. Got it to go. Stroman now with 8. Northern Cass 5 of 11. Make that a 6 of 11 here in the game from the line. Double team comes. Trey Wall with it. Kroll hop across the paint over Stroman for 2. And Trey Wall gets the 2 points there. And now we're knotted back again at 25 apiece. Right-hand side, oh, what a find on the interior there is going to go to Wagner, but Wagner traveled with the basketball after a feed by Rachel. Turnover here on Northern Cass. Jags head coached by Bryce Laxdal in his 4th season. Laxdal, that name sounds familiar, coming from Cavalier. Ball goes into the interior here. Gus Hurlburt will finish with the 2 points. Gus now with 8 on the night. Calvin Kraft, the head coach for the Enderlin Eagles, been the head man now for a decade. Therefore, Enderlin. Eagles up by 2. Northern Cass right-hand side with the basketball. As they'll handle it there with Wagner. Drives, right-hand scoop off the backboard. No, and a rebound here by Hurlburt, his 8th of the contest. And Joe in the front court here, and if a bucket comes by Enderlin, that would match their largest lead of this game. Ball goes right-hand side to Ammerman, back to Joe. A lot of attention goes to this man, as Joe's going to get double team, rips it through, and we're going to get a timeout by Calvin Kraft to save the possession. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Joe Hurlburt wants a reach foul on there. Nothing was given. Time on the floor. Will break. Enderlin leads it by 2 here, getting close to the midway point of the third. This one is shaping up to go right down the wire like it did last season here in Hunter on January 22nd of 2015. 2021, where that game was a 58-56 nail-biter here in Hunter, where the Enderlin Eagles won it by 2 points. Last 8 games, 4 wins for Northern Cass, 4 wins for the Enderlin Eagles. Prior to the win for Enderlin last season, Northern Cass won 4 straight from 2020 and the 4 seasons prior in this matchup. Calvin Kraft will have 3 timeouts remaining. Northern Cass, they will have 4 with Coach Laxdal going on the inside. Trey Wall wide open for 2. Trey Wall has scored 6 of the 8 points here for Enderlin in the third quarter, which is money in the bank if you're Enderlin, with Calvin Kraft seeing Carson Bartholomew again with 4 personal fouls on the bench. Leighton Stroman takes a ball screen here, takes a couple of dribbles, drives. Top of the key, 3-pointer on the way. Off the mark, no good by Reichel, and a rebound by Hurlbert. Hurlbert, baseball pass up the other end of the floor. Good defense by Northern Cass by Brock Carpenter, hustling back for the Jags. Northern Cass with 2 points here in the third, both from the free throw line by Stroman. As Enderlin will inbound it to the right of the baseline here with Ammerman. Ammerman 2 points on the night, finds Dixon. Dixon top of the key to Wall, posting up as Joel Hurlbert. Here comes a double team, finds it. Wall, good help defense then by Brock Carpenter across the paint. Bounce pass, Ammerman, extra fine, goes Dixon. Dixon rises from the right elbow, jumper good. Elijah Dixon now with 4, and you help the helper. Someone's going to be open on the backside. Dixon was, and didn't extend the forearm there for Metzger. No offensive foul. Metzger drives, kick out Stroman. Stroman looking for a shot fake. Handoff then goes to Mosier. Right now, Northern Cass, their largest deficit of the game at 6 here against the 4th-rated Enderlin Eagles in the state. Stroman with the basketball, crossover right to left, kick out left-hand side, high-arching 3, misses off the right iron there by Brock Carpenter. Dixon goes the other end of the floor, and this might be intentional. We'll see here as Dixon quickly got the ball up the floor. Yeah, a pair of Jags get there, and we see if this one is going to be intentional or not. Regardless, I'm going to say it's the act of shooting, and it looks like we're going to get an intentional foul. We will. The foul will be intentional on Northern Cass, and this one will be on Brock Carpenter. His second, team's first. So Joel Hurlbert will go to the free throw line to shoot 2, where tonight he's now 5 of 5 from the line with 9 rebounds, 11 points. So you get the intentional foul here. Free throw attempt will be good. And Calvin Kraft and Coach Laxdal now having some words across the side. I think Calvin's saying, hey, fighting for his players not to get injured potentially in a situation like that. And if you're Bryce Laxdal, you're saying, hey, we're trying to be physical. We're trying to be strong. We're giving up 6, 7, 8 inches to you guys. We're trying to make sure you can't do anything easy. And Enderlin gets the 2 free throws. Now, can they capitalize on it with another bucket here? A bucket to make it a double-digit game. Trey Wall, jumper, no. Putback, Hurlbert, yes! The Power 5 commit, Joe Hurlbert with the and one. 14 points, 10 rebounds, and this one's starting to get away from Northern Cass here in the third quarter, as the foul will come on Metzger, his second, team's second. So 4:18 left to play here in the third, and Hurlbert gets that one to go. 5 points in the quarter, 15 in the game to lead the floor, and 36-25. It's the largest deficit for either team here tonight. But Northern Cass, a team that can get hot from beyond the arc rather quickly. Spin around jumper off the mark by Van Wetchel. Rebound now in the hands of Enderlin. If there's a bucket here, you wonder if you might need a timeout by Northern Cass. Hurlbert rises, right elbow jumper, got it to go. Joel Hurlbert now taking over this game. 17 points here to lead the floor. Midway point of the third quarter, timeout by Coach Laxdal. Northern Cass trails it by 13 on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. There was a good one out in the capital city today. Bismarck Century, #1 team in the state, remains undefeated in Class A girls basketball with a 65-57 win over rival Bismarck. That again in Class A basketball. At the half, Edgley Cullum Hillier against Oaks right now. 31-21 EKM in boys basketball out in Region 3 between the Rebels and the Tornadoes. Chase Miller, Aiden Hall with you here from Hunter, North Dakota. It's Region 1 boys basketball here tonight on your live event. A reminder, we will have in March the Region 1 tournament right here on your live event for both boys and girls basketball. And Gus Hurlbert got his hand in the passing lane. Jan Metzger went to go grab it, got a floor burn, but the problem is great hustle, but a turnover here on the Jags after the timeout by Northern Cass. Northern Cass held to just 2 points here in this third so far, and that again is from the free throw line. Enderlin, left-hand side, outscoring the Jags 17-2 here in the quarter. This one goes to Stroman. Stroman goes hard. Joe Hurlbert gets the block. Other end of the floor, it's going to go to Enderlin. A 2-on-2. Trey Wall goes down the paint, and there comes a foul, and count it. Trey Wall with the end one. Wall with 8 points. The foul comes on Landon Mosier. Northern Cass fans want a foul on the opposite side on Hurlbert with the body. And then getting hip check into the wall there was Wall, who will get an and one opportunity. Wall having himself a great quarter. Trey Wall with 10 points, 9 in the quarter here. Trey Wall came in averaging 3 points per game and 5 rebounds. But again, with Bartholomew on the bench of 4 fouls, someone else had to step up, and the role player here of Wall has done so and some. Oslin with it. Northern Cass just looking for a bucket, trying to get the lid off. Short on the shot. Mosier rebound. Now it goes to Metzger. Metzger hangs, shoots. Left elbow jumper. No. Stroman with a third chance opportunity and got it. Lane Stroman continues to work. 10 points, 3 rebounds, and just what the doctor ordered if you're a Jake fan. The foul comes on Enderlin. That'll be their third. So you got 3 on both teams for the remainder of this second half right now. The foul on Ammerman, his first. Stroman at the line tonight, 1 of 2. Free throw opportunity here to try to get this one down to 13. If you're a Jags fan, want to try to get this one at least down to 10 before the fourth quarter, if not maybe 8. Again, this is a team that can hit threes in a hurry. Stroman jumped the passing lane, opens, going to be Hurlbert, three-pointer on the way, off the mark, and a good rebound underneath. One and done with Van Wetchel with the rebound. In transition goes Larson. Larson looking for a bounce pass, finds it on the interior to Van Wetchel, spins on Dixon, shot no, and a rebound to Hurlbert, his 11th. Hurlbert up the other on the floor to the two-hand rim rockin' jam. Gus Hurlbert in double figures with 10. That's the third Eagle in double digits. Nice find. The outlet goes to Joe to Gus. Three-pointer on the other side. That tickles a twine. Landon Mosier with his third made 3, and the Jags are back within 12. All of a sudden, the offense is woken up for both teams here. This one, again, has been a physical game. You're going to have some scratches, some bruises, some floor burns after this one. Hurlbert, left pocket 3 off the front iron. Wall gets the rebound. Put back off the backboard. Can't get it to go. And then we have a foul on Trey. His second, team's 4th. The rebound comes here with Van Wetchel, his 4th of the contest. And Trey Wall's been the difference maker here in this third quarter for Enderlin. Substitution, Luke Wagner comes on the floor as Carter Oslin will check out. The Jags entering tonight 7 players that scored 6 or more points. This is a balanced team on any given night, so to speak. It could be Stroman, it could be Mosier, it could be someone else that goes off for 15 or 20 points. Ball goes right-hand side to Landon Mosier. Mosier rises from the free throw line, gets fouled, and almost got it to go. And Trey Wall now, he picks up his 3rd. That's the team's 5th. And then Mosier goes to the free throw line where he's 1 of 2 in the game, 8 of 14 on the season. Free throw attempt 1 of 2, can't get that one to go. Again at the half, Northern Cass led by 2, where it was a 23-21 edge. Free throw attempt number 2 by Mosier's good. And Enderlin got it up to a 38-23 lead up to 15, and Northern Cass is slowly but surely chipped away here with 90 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Dixon goes left-hand side, a little triangle and 2, almost kind of a defense right now. Ball goes to Wall, open baseline, three-pointer is long, and Stroman collects the rebound. That's Layton's 4th of the game, and Joel Hurlburt on the guard. This one goes now to Larson. Larson on the man-to-man defense with Dixon. Elijah has 2 personal fouls. Larson crossing over, goes hard to the paint, and there comes the foul, and it's in the act of shooting as well. So now all of a sudden you got Dixon with 3, Wall with 3, and Carson Bartholomew has 4. And Coach Calvin Kraft right now, if you look on your chessboard, you're starting to lose some pieces ever so closely. The foul here, again with Dixon, will be the team's 6th. At the line is going to be Larson. 3 of 4 in the game at the free throw line. Second one upcoming here for the Jenks. Second one on the way is good. So as we mentioned, try to at least get it under 10 before the 4th quarter, at least to 10. They got it to 9, and one more stop and a bucket here. The Jakes can really try to get this deficit down to maybe 2 possessions. Really guarding heavily on Joe and Gus Hurlburt once they get inside the paint. Ammerman, Wall, and Dixon also on the floor here for Enderlin. Give and go action as Gus thought that Wall was going to stay on the baseline, and a turnover there on the Eagles, something they haven't done much of in this second half. And if you're Northern Cass, this is an opportunity for a 2-for-1 situation. Try to get something up early in the shot clock and then get the ball back as we have a traveling violation. Jump in the passing lane was Dixon. Wanting to leave it there was Larson, the left-hand side of Stroman. Instead, it's a traveling violation on the Jags. So the same thing we just said now goes to Enderlin, where if Enderlin can get a shot off in the first 10 seconds here of the shot clock, they could get the 2-for-1. Joel Hurlburt with the basketball. Wall cuts on the baseline here against this zone defense. Joel Hurlburt, this one from 30 feet. Yes, sir! Hurlburt got it to go. His first made 3 of the game. He's got a game-high 20. That one was from the 10-foot volleyball line on the attack line there, so that one was from the parking lot. Hurlburt gives Enderlin a 12-point lead. Northern Cass now will gladly take the final shot of the quarter. A bucket here to get it to 10 or possibly 9. If there is a foul on Enderlin, it would be a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity. Larson guarded there by Dixon. Now it's under 7. Larson looking for a ball screen, takes one, gives it to Stroman. Stroman tries the up and under move on Ammerman, gets it off, can't get the shot to go, and then that's going to do it. After 3 quarters of play, the Enderlin Eagles, 4th-rated team in Class B basketball, lead it by 12. 8 minutes of regulation. That's what we got next for you here on your live event.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
The Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings are coming January 25th, 26th, and 28th with speakers Rich Morrison, Vice President of Farm Services at NAU Country, Mike Gower, Lead Field Marketing Specialist with NAU Country, and FSA personnel. They want to discuss the outlook for 2022 with you. They'll be in Devil's Lake at the KC Hall on the 25th at 9 a.m., and then in Hope at the Legion at 3:30 that afternoon. Join them at the Senior Center in McVille at 9 on the 26th, or in Hillsborough at 9 on the 28th. Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings January 25th, 26th, and 28th.
Northern Cass 10 of 16 from the free throw line. The Enderlin Eagles 10 of 11 right now from the charity stripe. For the Enderlin Eagles so far with 6 3-pointers, just 1 currently for Enderlin. A 23-13 quarter there where Enderlin outscored Northern Cass. Jags though with the basketball to start this 4th quarter play. Stroman to the left baseline. Takes a couple dribbles here, leaves it to the top of the key to Luke Wagner. Check that, that's to Van Wetchel. Now the right baseline. With it's going to be Mosier. Back to Stroman. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Layton with the jab step goes down the paint. Left-handed layup. Got to the 10. Got by Hurlburt and Wall. Split him and finished with the left hand. Layton with a hard-earned 13 points. Northern Cass back within 10. Open baseline. Gus Hurlburt. Yes. Flashes block to block. Gus at 6'9". Now with 12. And the Eagles, as they've done here in the second half, with the answer. Left-hand side to Larson. Larson with a shot fake. Gets to a left wing, back to Stroman. Stroman with the basketball, takes a couple of dribbles getting a lot of attention now, rightfully so. A little two-man game here. Stroman with it on the give and go. Tries to step through, and we have a traveling violation here on the Jags. Northern Cass, their season low in points, 45 at Thompson on January the 11th. Trying to get an offensive rhythm, but more importantly right now, have to find a way to D up here in the final 7 minutes of play. Get some stops, get a run going, and Gus Hurlbert's open left baseline. He gets fouled and almost got it to go. A foul comes on Northern Cass. This will be on Jacob Larson, his second, team's fourth. And at the line is Gus Hurlbert for the first time tonight. Gus on the season, 17 of 24 from the stripe. Going back to our pregame conversation with Calvin Kraft, says maybe the most overlooked player on the team just in terms of the skill that Elijah Dixon can show, what Carson Bartholomew does on every given night. Obviously the press clippings and the headlines that Joe Hurlbert gets. But Gus Hurlbert just does a little bit of everything here for the Eagles. Misses that one. The rebound comes down to Joe, and now Enderlin can take off another 30 seconds here on the clock if they really want. Joe goes back door. The pass a little bit too high as Metzger is on the guard and a turnover on the Eagles. Northern Cass, they give up a point. Get the ball back here. Squad that was up by one after one quarter, 13-12, up 23-21 at the half. Went on a stretch there where they were unable to make a field goal for a good portion of the third quarter until about the midway point where they got some things going, particularly getting to the free throw line. Taking a couple of dribbles, going to the paint. Nice job there. Joel Hurlbert came and thought, I'm going to get the block. Instead, Luke Wagner pulls the hesitation move and gets to the 10. Northern Cass down 11. This one goes right-hand side wall at the right wing, wide open. Finds a cutting Ammerman to left baseline. Ammerman left-hand side of Bartholomew playing with 4 personal fouls. Bartholomew's runner from 14 feet got it to go in a timeout here by Calvin Kraft. Carson Bartholomew with his first points of the night, playing again with 4 personal fouls. Timeout on the floor. Enderlin leads it by 13 on your live event.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Coming up on our post-game show, final numbers, look at our player of the game, and what's ahead for both Northern Cass and Enderlin. Both teams will be busy on Monday. For Northern Cass, 3 games next week on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday will feel like a little mini Region 1 tournament because of some of the weather here earlier this week. Their game with Sargent County got moved to Monday. Bounce pass goes on the inside. Nice job going back door. Oh, what a find and what a 2 points. Luke Wagner with the deuce. Van Wetschel with the assist, and back to 11 right now for Northern Cass. The Jags just not going away. But again, need to find some defensive stops right now. Gus Hurlbert with the basketball, the wall. Wall at the left wing, going to drive, get to the rim. Left-handed layup for 2. Trey Wall, have yourself a night, sir. 12 points and has really been the difference maker here in this fourth quarter. If you're Bryce Laxdal, you don't want to give Joel Hurlbert. You want to make sure you get in front of Bartholomew and the Gus Hurlbert, so you got to find someone else to try to give the ball to, and it's been Trey Wall. Right-hand reversal off the mark by Wagner. Rebound Bartholomew up the other end of the floor to Wall. Wall finds Bartholomew. Left wing three-pointer. Got it! That could be an early dagger. Carson Bartholomew now with 5. The second made 3 of the contest for Enderlin. Other end of the floor, while getting the answer is Landon Mosier. His 4th made 3 of the game. Mosier has 14. Northern Cass, though, again on this side, has to find a way to get a stop, get a steal. Hurlbert gets fouled in the act of shooting. This will be at the top of the key, the foul on Metzger. That'll be his 3rd, team's 5th. Enderlin right now with 6 team fouls. Joel Hurlbert goes to the free throw line where he's got 7 made free throws from the line, now 7 of 8. Game high 20 points for Joe, and we got him down for 12 rebounds. His average of 24 and 13 is right on check. And Joe Hurlbert now with 21 on the night. Enderlin at the line, 12 of 15 from the stripe as a team. Enderlin now goes to a little 2-3 matchup zone with that size. Open on the right baseline. Three-pointer coming here by Luke Wagner off the back rim. Ball gets tipped out right to Metzger. Drive, kick out Mosier. Three-pointer, no. And Gus Hurlburt will get the rebound. Second chance opportunity there goes awry for Northern Cass. Dixon, a little hesitation, gets the rim. Right-hand scoop and got it to go on the finger roll. Elijah Dixon with 6. Mosier at the left baseline on transition. Jags with a power dribble down the paint. Hurlburt gets the block of Van Wetchel. And right now, the Enderlin Eagles are trying to find a way to put this one on ice against Northern Kansas. Stroman will check back in and Carter Oslin will check in. 16-point deficit for the Jags, 59-43 with 4:30. Make that 3:58 left here in regulation. Carson Bartholome with it, top of the key. Gives it to the high post to Gus, now to Joe. Joe will dribble it back out to the emblem here, guarded by Metzger, and there's a reach and foul on Jack. Metzger will pick up his 4th. That's going to be the team's 6th. And the sideline or the bench of Northern Cass, they're kind of wanting Joe a little bit with the extension of the forearm there when he drives to maybe push the defender off. Again, Metzger giving up some size. He's at 5'9". Joe's at 6'11". Joe with the basketball there, leaves it left-hand side. Dixon. Dixon will handle it now to Bartholome. Joe posting up again at the free throw line, gets it. Stroman kind of faked a double team now to Dixon. Dixon with the jab step, drives, kick out, and we're going to have an offensive charge. Stroman picks up the charge on the pass there by Dixon, his 4th. So Bartholome with 4, Dixon with 4, and Trey Wall with 3. But right now, Northern Cass can really ill afford to have empty possessions, down by 16 with where we're at in the game. Got the stop. Now he needs something at the rim or something from beyond the arc. Right-hand side, ball goes right back to Metzger. Metzger to Stroman. Stroman baseline. Mosier, extra fine left short corner. Stroman with it. Dixon gets the steal, and now it goes the other way. Sticks into Wall. And getting back well defensively is going to be Metzger. Timeout, Bryce Laxdal will break with him. Just over 3 minutes to play here in regulation. Enderlin up by 16 on your live event.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
Tomorrow afternoon here on your live event, Northern Cass girls, they will play against North Borders. They will travel from Pembina, Walhalla area, make the trek south on I-29. That'll be tomorrow afternoon. JV and varsity coverage around 2:30 here on your live event. I'd like to thank Aiden Hall running the camera. Chase Miller with you from Hunter, North Dakota. This one goes left-hand side, now to Wall. Wall dribble handoff left wing to Bartholome. Bartholome rises from beyond the arc, got his second 3. 8 points all here in the 4th quarter. And that's a 19-point lead now for Enderlin. Final for you, 75-12. Central Cass beats Hillsborough Central Valley in girls basketball, 75-12. Squirrels. Turnover, here's Bartholome, will handle it. Bartholome pops it past to Hurlburt. Hurlburt over Stroman, off the backboard for 2. Gus with 15 points has scored in every quarter, and this is the problem going up against Enderlin again. Gus with 15. You got Joe with 21. Bartholome with 8. 12 points tonight on the opposite side now for Trey Wall as the and one comes here with Stroman. Follow will be on Joe Hurlburt. He'll pick up his 2nd, team's 8th, as Stroman gets an and one opportunity. Layton's had himself a fine evening as well. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 or 5 from the free throw line, and a made 3. Scored in every quarter to boot. Free throw attempts, got it to go. Northern Cass, a squad that averages 62 points per game. They're well under that. Enderlin, team that averages 69 points per game. They're right about there. Well, getting the steal is going to be Metzger. Metzger with a quick steal, and now Northern Cass again will have to get shots up in a hurry. Mosier in the backcourt as this one goes around the horn to Metzger. Metzger back to the top of the key, going hard down the paint left hand. A layup, good for 2 by Metzger. Metzger with his first 2 points. Northern Cass will try to get a half-court trap going here as Wall brings in the front court, and now it's going to be a turnover on Enderlin. If you're Calvin Kraft right now, you're just saying, hey, take some time off the clock to make sure you just possess the ball offensively and find the Bartholomews and the Hurlberts of the world. Wall almost gets to steal the other side. Question who would go off of last and went off a tray. Northern Cass will handle it here. Jags limited to 13 points in the third quarter right now with 14 here in the fourth. For Enderlin, 23 points in the third and so far 18 points in this final stanza. Top of the key, that'll be with Metzger. Bounce pass to Stroman on the reverse on the baseline, good for two. Great offense there. Layton now with 17 to lead the floor for Northern Cass. The Jags are back within 14. Again, the last four have all been decided by 12 points or less, and we might get there again. Enderlin trying to end this game. Calvin Kraft wants a timeout. We'll keep it here with 86 seconds left to play. What was a 20-point lead dwindling down to 14. If you're Northern Cass, though, time is running out with just 1:26 to play. If you're Enderlin and you're Calvin Kraft right now, this is an opportunity for that team of bevy of seniors, a couple of juniors to continue to learn, develop, and try to close out a game on the road here in Hunter. With this win for Enderlin, they would improve to 8-3 on the season, 4-0 in Region 1 play. For Northern Cass, with this result, they would drop to 5-4 on the season and go to 2-1 in Region 1 play with two of their next three games against Region 1 opponents on the road at Sargent County on Monday in Gwinner, then at Maple River on Thursday, a game that we'll have for you right here on your live event between the Jags and the Raiders. For the Enderlin Eagles, up next at number 6, Central Cass Monday night. And they'll have the rest of the week off until Saturday, January 29th, where they'll play Lemoore Litchfield-Marion in the Barnes County Classic earlier this year. On January the 11th, just 10 days ago, the Lobos lost against the Eagles 70-49. Bartholomew to inbound, finds Wall, and there is a foul there on Stroman. Layton will get called for the foul, his first, team 7th, so if you're trying to extend the game, it's a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Wall, who's 2 of 3 from the line here tonight. Enderlin, 12 of 15 from the free throw line. 1-and-1 opportunity by Wall, rattles out. Stroman gets the rebound here. That's going to be his 5th, and up the other end of the floor quickly. Three-pointer transition by Mosier is short. Carson Bartholomew gets the rebound. Dixon to Bartholomew. Enderlin trying to just put enough time on this possession, limit anything from Northern Cass as the Jags will foul with 23 seconds left on the shot clock by Stroman. He's got fouls to give. That's just his second. And a 1-on-1 opportunity as they put Wall right back to the free throw line. Free throw attempt on the way here for the 5'9" junior Trey Wall. Great third quarter, got it to go. 9 points in the third, 13 points in the contest. Part of 4 Eagles. Make that 3 Eagles in double figures. Bartholomew, though, has 8. Free throw attempt number 2 off the mark. Rebound goes, and it's going to go to Joe. Joe throws one up off the backboard. No, ball gets tipped out. Wall with it again. Wall got it. Trey Wall with a board there. Give Joel Hurlburt another rebound as well. And now a 17-point deficit as this one is writing is on the wall here for Northern Cass. Great hustle and great effort in the first 2 quarters, but that third quarter, Enderlin really woke up and got things going. Jumper on the way, no. Backboard on the rebound is going to be Brock Carpenter. Carpenter held scoreless in this game. On the free throw line to shoot 2, and the foul will be on Carson Bartholomew, who fouls out. Carson had 3 fouls in the first half, picked up the 4th immediately to start the third quarter. He will finish with 8 points and 4 rebounds on the night with 2 3-pointers in a short amount of time for the 6'6" junior in Carson Bartholomew. Free throw attempts for the Jags. Got the first as Brock Carpenter gets in the scoring column. Brock now 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Free throw attempt number 2 here. Got it to go. So Carpenter goes 2 of 2. Full court press continues by Northern Cass. And we got a foul here as Ammerman right in front of the Jags bench. Foul comes on Brock Carpenter. That's going to be his third and the team's ninth, and we'll have a one-on-one opportunity here for Ammerman. Caden, a 6'3 junior forward, first free throw attempt of the game, has 2 points right now. Part of the rotation with Trey Wall kind of to see who starts or who comes the sixth man off the bench. Ammerman makes free throw attempt number one. Second one upcoming here. The Enderlin Eagles will improve to 7-1 in their last 8 games with this result, and also improve to 7-1 against North Dakota competition this season. Free throw attempt number 2 against Ammerman rattles out, and a rebound goes to Landon Mosier, his third. Quickly up the other end of the floor, Stroman top of the key. He'll rise. That one is going to rattle in. Got the shooter's roll. Stroman now at 21 on the night. We got a foul in the backcourt for Joe. And Joe will go to the free throw line and continue to try to pad some stats here. As the foul will come with Reichel. That'll be his first and the team's 10th. So Joe will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. Joe 21 points in the contest. Also with 13 rebounds. 8 of 10. Make that 8 of 9. Now 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Free throw attempt number 2 for the 6'11 senior. Got both to go. Enderlin last season made the Region 1 semifinals. For Northern Cass, they lost in the Region 1 quarters to Oak Grove, who defeated Enderlin. Then Oak Grove eventually lost to Kindred in the Region 1 championship. Shot is going to be short as Hurlburt gets another rebound, gets fouled, and we'll go to the free throw line here with just over 10 seconds to play. Last season, Kindred and Oak Grove in the Region 1 championship. Enderlin would love to get to the Region 1 title here as the foul goes on Reichel, his second. Enderlin again looking for their first state championship in program history, also looking for their first state tournament appearance since 1996. They have 8 all-time. Northern Cass, 1 state tournament appearance back in 2016. 5th place finish at state, beating Grafton in the consolation championship. Top of the key, 3-pointer on the way, off the mark by Mosier. Rebound goes to Wall, and that one is going to do it here from Hunter. A final 71-55. The Enderlin Eagles improved to 8-3 on the season, 4-0 in Region 1 play, while the Northern Cass Jags dropped to 5-4 and 2-1 in Region 1 play. Back after this with our post-game show, Foul Numbers on your live event.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
RDK Enterprises invites you to Winter Conference 2022, January 19, 20, and 21, all 3 days. You choose whichever day fits your schedule. It's at the Avalon Event Center, Fargo. Winter Conference 2022. You'll get to hear directly from agronomists, engineers, and other employees focused on improving farm operations. Winter Conference 2022, truly focused on you and the future of your farm. To register, visit precisionplanting.com or call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
As we come back here on our post-game show, we'll take a look at the final numbers in this one between Northern Cass and alongside the Enderlin Eagles. Thanks again to Aiden Hall running the camera. Chase Miller with you here from Hunter, North Dakota, where tonight the Enderlin Eagles trailing at the half, trailing after 1 quarter of play, woke up in the 3rd quarter and go on the road and find a hard-earned victory here where it's been tough for them to play against Northern Cass on this floor. Last year went right down to the wire. Final numbers coming up here for you between these two squads in Region 1 boys basketball. Final numbers for the Enderlin Eagles. Leading the floor was Joel Hurlbert with 24 points and 14 rebounds. Hurlbert with 24 and 14. 15 apiece for Trey Wall alongside with Gus Hurlbert. You had 8 points by Carson Bartholomew, 6 with Dixon, and 3 with Ammerman. For Northern Cass, 21 points by Leighton Stroman, the one of 2 players in double figures. Mosier with 14 points. 6 then by Luke Wagner. 2 points by Brock Carpenter. 3 apiece by Van Wetschel alongside with Carter Oslin. 4 points by Jacob Larson, goes 4 or 5 from the line, and 2 points by Jack Metzer. Northern Cass led by the 21 of Leighton Stroman. Quick timeout. Final team numbers. We return. Enderlin wins it by 16 here on your live event.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Before we name your players of the game, let's take a look at the final team stats. The Enderlin Eagles, 16 of 23 from the free throw line. 6 players in the scoring column with 3 3-pointers as well for Enderlin. Enderlin in the first half, 0 3-pointers. Their first one from beyond the arc came from Joel Hurlbert late in the third quarter. Then you got 2 of them by Carson Bartholomew in the fourth. So just 3 3-pointers by Enderlin. Wasn't pretty early, 12 points in the first, 9 points scored in the second. They're trailing it by 2, but then they would erupt for the Enderlin Eagles for 23 points in the third quarter, and they would add on 25 in the fourth here for Enderlin. For Northern Cass, 13 of 19 from the free throw line, 8 players in the scoring column with 8 3-pointers here for the Jags. Jags with 13 points in the first half, 13 points in the first quarter, 10 in the second. They would have 5 field goals in the first half from beyond the arc of their 7 that they made. So they were hitting early from beyond the arc. They finished again with 8 in the contest. Third quarter, Northern Cass unable to get to the rim, unable to get some shots going early in the third quarter. Got things going a little bit late, but they were down by 15, got down by 16 as well. Just dug themselves a little bit too much of a hole to get back out of. Got it down to 11 to 10 a number of times in the third, but unable to really put some pressure late again on the Enderlin Eagles, as Northern Cass would finish with 19 points in the fourth quarter and 13 points in the third quarter. So up next for the Jags, again Monday at Sargent County in Gwinner, Tuesday going up against Region 2 Drayton Valley Edinburgh, and then Thursday at Maple River, a game right here on your live event. For the Enderlin Eagles, up next at number 6 Central Cass on Monday in Castleton, and then Saturday, January the 29th at Lemoore Lachomerion, a team that's receiving votes. So a large week for Northern Cass. If you can win against the Bulldogs in Maple River, now all of a sudden you're 4-1 in Region 1 play. Put yourself nicely to try to earn a top 4 seed. For the Enderlin Eagles, you get to 4-0 now in Region 1 play, and a large week because your game was Central Cass. The winner of that one, you feel like would be in control of at least an opportunity to be a number 1 or a number 2 seed in the region, with Kindred right there as well. But if you just keep stacking wins on, and all of a sudden you look up with 1 or 2 games remaining in the region, if Enderlin is able to beat Central Cass or the other way around, the Squirrels take care of business against the Eagles, you can find yourself with those 2 teams feeling like they're going to at least be a top 2 seed if they could pick off one another here upcoming on Monday. Players of the game for the Enderlin Eagles, Joel Hurlbert, stat stuffer again, double-double, 24 and 14, but you got to give it to Trey Wall. At times they were playing a little box and 1 or a triangle and 2 on the Hurlberts, packing it in on the inside, and Trey Wall answered with 9 points in the third quarter of his 15. He had 14 of his 15 in the second half. Trey Wall is definitely part of our players of the game for the Enderlin Eagles, alongside with Joel Herbert, who's a walking double-double. For Northern Cass, the Jags, Leighton Stroman, a phenomenal performance with 21 points in the game. He would also go from the free throw line here tonight. He would go 5 of 6 from the line with 2 made threes. Mosier off the bench, a very nice performance. 4 made threes and 14 points for Northern Cass. They combined for 35 of the 55 here for the Jags. So Mosier and alongside Stroman are players of the game for Northern Cass. For the Enderlin Eagles, Trey Wall, X Factor, alongside with Joel Hurlbert. On behalf of Aiden Hall, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you very much for tuning into high school athletics here tonight on Your Live Event. Make sure you go to yourliveevent.com to check out the complete recap of games that we have coming up. Also, you can watch games for free on demand after our broadcast as well, or go on YouTube. Just hit subscribe to Your Live Event and you can check out the games that we have for you throughout the weeks. Again, your final, the Enderlin Eagles, 4th-rated team in the state, improves to 8-3 on the season. Northern Cass drops to 5-4 as the Eagles win at 71-55 here in Hunter. On behalf of Aiden Hall, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your weekend.